Good afternoon, Not Moved podcast.
Was good.
Got JB in the house, got Chief 316. We are here for your Kansas City Chiefs and Jacksonville Jaguars preview show. What's good, JB?
What's up, my guy? What's up?
Oh man, you know, we just recording, day apart. We just see each other just about every day. So we wanted to break down this Chiefs Jaguars game. It's on Monday night, 7:20, ESPN affiliates, all the fun stuff. We wanted to break it down the right way. Couldn't do it any other way without bringing in some resident Jags fans who know their ball knowledge, who know their team inside and out. So we brought two guests on with us today. We have Keep Me, and we also have Mr. White. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, y'all? Great day to be a Jags fan, man.
What's going on?
Yes,
What's
sir.
up?
Yes, sir. Hey, we appreciate you guys coming on and chopping it up with us for a little bit, just so that way we can honestly break this down the best way we all know how. So that way we can get that Kansas City Chiefs dub on Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
That's cute.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now, so anyways, first things first, one thing we always do at the beginning of our episodes, we always talk about the initial first look at this game. I want to ask you guys, what's your initial first look going into this Chiefs Jags matchup on Monday night?
I'm gonna let Keep Me go ahead. Take it away, Keep Me.
My first initial take going into this game, we have to win on every side of the ball for the Jacksonville Jaguars. No mistakes, no issues, no turnovers by Trevor Lawrence, no bonehead drops by our wide receivers, and we're gonna have to play all four quarters. If we don't do that, it's gonna be a long day because this is the reason why I think we're 0-8 against the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken, in the last couple of years since we done played. And under the Patrick Mahomes era, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 0-4 or 5 or something like that. So it's definitely a lot that we're gonna have to adjust going into this game. Have our games not been close in the past couple of years? They have been very close. But we got a lot of stuff that we're gonna have to clean up, and we're gonna have to definitely come out firing on all cylinders.
I didn't
Got
realize that the record was so lopsided like that. That's crazy. I remember when you guys had Leftwich and what's his name, Guard and all of them, man. Like you guys would put up a fight against us, man. It was always, and I mean, I know it was a tough battle. Majority of the time, I don't think it's actually ever really been too easy to face Jacksonville when Kansas City has, from my past memory. You guys have either like a well-rounded kind of team, like with Brunell back in the day, and Fred Taylor. You had Mojo Jojo. Like you had some bruisers back there. You had Keenan McCardell, wide receiver at one point in time. Like you guys really had something going. From my memory back then. Shoot, I even think back then you guys had what I mean, dude, he's been in the league for a long time. Mercedes Lewis was still was back there, bro. But yeah, man, I don't think it's ever really been that easy.
These games have always been very, very close. I do know, as far as like you said, the 0-8, it's essentially been since Andy Reid took the fold under Kansas City. But I do know, at least back in the early to mid 2000s, that was when those games were the closest. Mr. White, what's your first initial take on this game moving forward, sir?
I'm gonna say my initial take is my defense. My heart and soul of my Jaguars right now is predicated on our defensive side of the ball. We 13 takeaways on the season, by far the most in the league right now. We average 3 a game. I would say, but we're playing Patrick Mahomes and company that have, I believe, just 2 turnovers on the season. So I say my key takeaway from this game is to see if my defense can play how we've been playing all season long. We've had so many. You played this team, or you played that team, or you played that team. So when we play Monday night, we're playing the juggernaut that was the Kansas City Chiefs. So my Jaguars can play how we played the first month of the season. I don't see why we can't win come Monday night.
I got you. Well, hey, I love it. I love the fact, one, it's nice to see right now the way the Jags are playing. Honestly, I haven't seen anything that is a clear issue as far as the first take is concerned on that side, and that's what I love to see. I'd like to see two AFC powerhouses honestly trying to solidify themselves for a push for the playoffs. I do know it's still early. We're still the first weekend in October, but honestly, that season start in November is coming up real quick, and you got to try and get as many wins as you can right now. JB, what's your first initial take for this game, brother?
Oh man. Dude. I've been kind of like looking over this just a little bit. I mean, there I see it as it being like before I looked at this, I seen it as being a pretty evenly matched game. Like I think it's gonna like and looking at this, I'm not really, I wasn't wrong, I wasn't too far off. I mean, Jacksonville, I mean, they rank in points per game 16th, scoring 24. Kansas City's ranked 14th, scoring 24.2 per game. They're pretty close. Yards per game, Jacksonville is getting 348 and a half. They're ranked 10th, whereas Kansas City's getting 332. We're ranked 16th.
Yeah.
On defense, that's where like I sold last week. I didn't sell, but like I bought Jacksonville's defense against the Niners. I bought the Jacksonville's offense against the Niners for the exact reasons that I just named off. The one thing that like they are really great. They're first in turnover differential with +9, and they're first with total defense interceptions with 9. They rank 6th with time of possession per game. So I mean, dude, and it shows. I'm watching a little bit of clip, and I seen it on Sunday, man. I mean, they're able to hit home run plays with the running back. They're able to drain that clock out. No, I mean, we're not that far off with time of possession, but in matters of ranking, we're ranked 20th.
Yeah.
That's been one of the schemes to keep the Chiefs, or to beat the Chiefs, is to keep Patty, just like it was with New England. You keep Brady off the field, same thing. I know it's only a minute in, 50 something, 40 something, 41 seconds difference, but hey, that minute and 41 seconds right there could be a game-winning drive. But my first initial look at this, man, is I'm going to agree with Mr. White, is our defense. Yeah. We need our defense to stand up, because like you said, Mahomes has only thrown 1 interception this year. He's 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, versus like Trevor Lawrence, who's 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I think with Spags' defense, I think they have a very good chance to increase the turnover numbers. And I think that's where that rubber meets the road, is our defense. I mean, our offense is starting to come alive, as we've seen, with the emergence of Xavier Worthy back in the lineup. But I think how we're going to really win this game is going to be how well our defense plays.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that 100%. I've got to say, as far as kind of saying what you and Mr. White had said and kind of added my own little flair to it, like, these teams are a lot more even than I know I predicted. And I'm okay saying that. You guys know me. I'm okay being wrong and taking an L on something. And it's just taken Kansas City to kind of get back in gear. But at the same time, Jacksonville's riding this wave of momentum where, I mean, they went in. I mean, look at the game last night against the 49ers and the Rams. Did not expect the way it went down. But the 49ers, they finally played a team. They played their first divisional game, second divisional game, and they came out on top on both of them. And I gotta say, they're playing rough football, and I gotta compliment the Jags for that, because they went to San Francisco last week and honestly took it to the 49ers, regardless if they have injuries or not. It's a next man up thing, and the Jaguars came out there and they had a good game plan, a very solid game plan. and that's one thing we can't underestimate as Chiefs fans moving forward on Monday night.
Right.
So
You know, oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. Dang it. Oh. Okay, back what I was gonna say is at the beginning of the year, like you said, it was okay with taking a loss. Like I had my team lose in the first 2 games of the year. I also
yeah,
had my team going 2-2 in the first 4 games. When I came to this 5th game, I couldn't give you a win or a loss, to be completely honest with you. I
yeah,
have it's 4-4, and at that point, you just don't know. You know,
yeah,
Jacksonville has that potential to have a good defense. That's what they've predicated kind of their success on the past few years.
yeah.
You know, so I mean, not even just the past few years. I mean, since Mahomes, the last 8 years, really. You know,
Yeah, they've been more of
um,
a defensive first team, and that's what they prided themselves on, regardless of the
yeah.
turnover at coach and quarterback. Keep me, Mr. White. My first question that I have for you is, I want you to break down your defense just a little bit. Uh, Why is it working?
Campanelli, a change in the defensive coordinator. The guy that we had last year, man, had Eric Armstead playing on the edge. He had defensive players rotating in and out like this is college football. You got Josh Hines, Allen, and Trayvon Walker was literally playing paper, rock, scissors to figure out which one of them are going to rush the pass on third downs. All of those are key ways to lose a game. You bring in an actual defensive coordinator who actually coordinated defense, who has players playing at their key positions, playing exceptionally well. You bring in a free agent acquisition in Jordan Lewis. You bring in an Eric Murray, who has solidified my secondary on the back end. Jordan Lewis is playing like a top 5 cornerback right now. Tied first in interceptions, 5th in coverage. He's playing exceptionally well right now. I say that alongside with Devin Lloyd finally playing like a first round draft pick, along with Devin Lloyd playing at an all pro level the first month of the season. There's no debating that at all. I say my run defense is 5th best in the league. So it's the see ball, get ball mentality. Campanelli got them punching the ball out. Campanelli feels like there's no play on defense where my defense cannot get a turnover or an interception or a fumble. There's no way. My defense are headhunters out there, and we're simply taking the world by storm. Last year we were ranked 28th to dead last in all defensive categories. It's amazing what a new GM, a new offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, and head coach comes, and it's amazing how the team just makes a complete 360 with no key big additions outside of Jordan Lewis and Eric Murray. And if you want to say Travis Hunter is a key addition, I can't argue that because he's the draft pick. But even Travis Hunter coming in is not saving the world how non-Jaguar fans expected him to do.
Yeah, and well, I think a lot of, as far as the Travis Hunter thing is concerned, the reason why it, not to saying he is or isn't pulling his weight right now, because he is, a draft pick. It's just a lot of it is looked at as a lot was given up to get him. So, and that's one thing is you got to give it some time. And
Right.
that's the hard part, saying about as much as you gave up, because essentially what you gave up to get him in the draft essentially is going to affect your future for a couple of years. So I get the narrative on that, but at the same time, we all know it does take 2 to 3 years to properly evaluate a player, regardless, of what, from the day that they're drafted to 3 seasons. You have to give it time, or it's not going to work right. So, because
Right.
Travis Hunter may essentially, let's just for instance, he could get a new DB coach next year, and something just clicks in his head like a light switch, and next thing you know, he's going off. And so, now moving back to the defense away from Travis Hunter, I like what you say about see ball, get ball, because I do think there are a lot of defenses that are going away from that. And I think that is a great explanation of how your defense is doing. Keep me, as far as your defense is concerned, is there any one player to you that's sticking out that we should have our eye on this game?
As far as if I like them or if I don't like them,
As far as if you like him, sir.
I would say definitely watch Trayvon Walker. I feel like he's definitely a key piece to this game. Going into this game
Okay.
on the defensive side, because he's gonna have to they're gonna have to maintain as a whole to maintain Patrick Mahomes, because I think
Yeah.
he is still y'all leading rusher, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. Not by
Hey,
much, but he's there.
hey, keep me not to cut you off, bro. But you know Trayvon Walker is listed doubtful for Monday night with that wrist injury.
Yeah. Yeah. So
He
right
had
now they've
surgery on
got a few
Tuesday.
doubtfuls. We will, and that was one thing I wanted to after we get through the stats. I'll break down the injury report and we'll kind of go
Mm-hmm.
from where it's listed at now. So it looks to in hey JB, I wanted to also let you know, looking at their stats, the way that it's mirrored up, the way I look at the Chiefs every week.
Mhm.
So Mahomes has about 100 yards more than Lawrence. Travis Etienne is blowing our rushing attack out the water. It'll take about three of our rushers to equal Travis Etienne alone.
Wow.
So because you have 132, 128, 128, and then Travis Etienne by himself is at 394. So that's something to also keep your eye on, is watch that Russian attack.
Oh, I already know.
Yeah. And that's one thing I'll say as a defense, what we need to do, looking at our defense, we've got to essentially keep our eye on ETN. We need Nick Bolton to be spying. We're going to have to. And I think we're going to need him to get that pressure. He's going to have to be our leading tackler again. They're going to have to make them one-dimensional, and they're going to have to make Lawrence throw the ball. So
I agree.
I
Okay,
mean,
that's
I'm sorry?
no, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. No worries. My question now, as far as let's move over to the offenses are concerned, as far as the Chiefs go, it seems like this team is finally starting to find their footing. It showed last week bringing back Worthy. It did open things up. It spread things around so that way they can get back to playing what they call Chiefs football. So that way, if Mahomes can honestly stay in the pocket and improvise if he needs to. And honestly, as long as he can trust his wide receivers and give them time, like you and I had talked about in the breakdown for last week, JB, as long as he can give his guys time, I think we should be in good shape to where he's depending on the scheme that they run, to see if he can pick it apart or if they're gonna have to make a change in the offensive game plan. So now keep me and Mr. White. What do you guys want to see out of your offense? What are you looking for? Who should you keep your eye on? I guess my main question is, what's the key to victory for you guys as far as your offense is concerned?
Keep me. You want me to take this one? You want to take this one?
You can start it off.
My key, what I want to see on offense is what I've been hollering since April, Chiefs. You know me for a good little while. My receivers are consistently dropping passes. We got 13 on the season. I believe Brian Thomas has 8 by himself. I believe, I could be wrong. Somebody fact check that for me.
Yeah.
I believe Brian Thomas has 8 drops by himself. So my receivers got to catch the ball. Travis Etienne can't do it all by himself. We got the weapons for it. We got the receivers for it. It just simply it got to click. From Brian Thomas to have a exceptional year last year as a rookie, to come in and to know that when the team sees Jacksonville, as far as their passing attack goes, they know that if they stop 7, they have a chance to win. But 7 is not even. It's not even like the defense is stopping 7. It's 7 stopping himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's dropping key passes. He dropped a 4th and 5 against Cincinnati where we win that game. De'Ami Brown drops a touchdown in the 4th quarter when he catches the same touchdown in the 1st quarter. We lose that game. So if my receivers can simply just catch the ball, Trevor Lawrence has a total of 146 drop passes in his career, by far the most of any quarterback is in the league right now. So if my receiver can simply just catch the ball, my offense will look how my defense is looking.
I got you. No, that makes complete sense. So it looks to be right now, and keep in mind, I am using our favorite sports website that we have, and I'm just going through the stats that I'm seeing here as far as your receiving and as far as your receiving goes, and just kind of looking it down. So it looks to be Brian Thomas Jr., 4 games played. He's had 12 receptions at 32 targets. So it's at least that's what it's listing for me right here. And that's one thing I can see where you're coming from as far as the drop passes are concerned. I mean, I think that's a major issue. Is it? And kind of you and I had touched on this the other night in the War Chant Kingdom podcast. Shout out. Is it? If we need to break it down just a little bit more, is it more just a confidence issue with the guys not trusting Trevor not trusting the guys, or is it individual like the Yips?
I think it's a combination. It's really a combination of both. And because I'm not gonna say Trevor's every pass is hitting him between the chest. That's not true. But from anybody who's played football from your local park to the NFL, the ball catches your hands, you got to catch it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm not gonna say Trevor's just throwing, just layups for people to just catch. But like the interception against Cincinnati. Granted, if you want to say that's a hospital pass, I can't really argue and say it is not. But for my number one receiver, if he's going across the middle, I need him to do more than this alligator arming. Like, if you're going to go out catching it and curl or something, but don't just, oh, no, I'm not going across the middle. And then it's an interception thrown on your quarterback. And now your quarterback's taking a scrutiny from why did he throw that pass until you watch the film breakdown and you see Brian Thomas with the T-Rex arms because he's too scared to get the hit across the middle. Like, it's a combination of both. When you have wide open Parker Washington, unsung hero in Jacksonville's community, they love number 11 out here in Jacksonville. In the Cincinnati game, he drops passes. So it's a combination of Trevor not hitting them on time as well as my receivers' 10 fingers not working.
I got you. And that's the thing. I did pull this up really quick. I did pull this up just to see. It looks to be your leading receiver as far as yards is concerned. Is
Brenton Strange.
Brenton Strange.
Yeah, now, Brenton Strange.
Now, Keep Me, if you could talk to me about Brenton Strange just a little bit. What's his story? I really don't know much about him.
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. He was actually a shocker to me this year as well. I was still more for Evan Ingram with the trade of that happening. Brenton Strange, he actually shocked me. I didn't expect him to play the way that he's been playing this year, and I'm definitely loving him. I'm becoming a big fan of him.
Yeah, so far I'll say this: he's 19 for 23 as far as receptions are concerned for the season, and by far as far not even just with yards, but your most efficient guy.
And he's
a great blocking tight end.
Yeah, blocking tight end. That's exactly what I was going to say, Mr. White.
And honestly, I'm glad you guys took the words out of my mouth for the next question because I was about to ask. I was like, if he's getting this, if he's averaging 9.6 yards, he must be either Travis Kelce hybrid or he's a great blocking tight end. And it looks to be he's got a mixture of both, which I don't mind one bit.
Yeah, I wasn't too mad about the Evan Ingram departure. Seeing how, like I say, Brenton, he impacts the offense as far as pass blocking as well as he can go out and catch. He's not as athletic as Evan Ingram is, but he's a more balanced tight end at this point in time than what Evan Ingram is at this point in time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I got you. JB, you got any questions for these gentlemen about their offense or defense?
How do you guys anticipate that? I mean, that they're gonna go into this game because you got Tyquan Thornton and Xavier Worthy, who are two speed demons right now. Call them fast and furious. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice. I haven't heard that.
How are you guys gonna combat and be able to? You think the defense is going to be able to defend that speed? Because I mean, like I said, Tyquan Thornton not only did it once, but did it twice, back-to-back plays of the exact same play and re-caught the exact same ball. And then you see the next week, and that was just the emergence of it. But you see the next week with Xavier Worthy and right out the gate. I mean, they're doing end arounds. He's out the door. They're throwing the ball deep to him. I mean, it didn't matter. Wherever they put that ball to Xavier Worthy, he was catching it. He was getting yards. He was how are the Jags defense going to, work with that?
I'll say, well, we're a zone-based defense, so it's not like a lot of man. We're a lot of zone, find the holes and fill the gaps type of defense. But I would say with the speedsters that you got, my only concern would be my safety spots because Andrew Wingard is not really a sideline to sideline type of safety. He's more so of a hard hitting safety. He's not really a coverage safety. So I mean, my only thing would be, as long as we don't let the speedsters get behind our safeties, we'll be just fine. We keep everything in front of us. I know it sounds easier said than done, but as long as we keep everything in front of us, we'll be just fine. Nothing across the middle. I really don't see Kelsey really having a very big impact with Devin Lloyd playing the way that he's playing, aside Foye Oluokun playing the way that he's playing. I would say, dude, your way of attacking my defense would be downfield for sure.
See, that's
So-
one thing I know. It's this Chiefs offense, though. They eat on that zone defense. I mean, Travis Kelce loves getting in that zone. Not only just Kelce, but I mean, majority of their wide receivers. I mean, Juju's really good at finding the crease in the zone. Sitting in it and finding it. Worthy is starting to emerge with that. So I mean, I see what you're saying. I do like that deep threat with them, but I also think with them having to protect against that deep ball, it's going to open up a lot for our over the middle guys. Kelce might be tied up, but I think like between Juju and Hollywood just going over the middle, you got speed in a possession, and it's really at that point kind of pick your poison. Who are we going to defend?
Yeah.
The old man who we could bump and maybe get away from, but the guy he might get bumped and just does a little 2-yard curl and goes for 15. Like
Yeah, and he
It's kind of
definitely.
one of those things where I see it and I'm just like, yeah, I even still to this day, I'm just like, why? Or why are you giving me such an issue that I need to go talk to my doctor about some blood pressure pills? Please stop.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like Patrick Mahomes is not the fastest guy. He makes plays, and it's magical. Like, you couldn't ask for a better quarterback on the Chiefs, to be honest. Like, he's done amazing in these past couple of years, and he's just been playing phenomenal. And some of the plays that he's doing, you can't write it up in textbook. You can't write it up in practice.
Right.
It happens. And
Yeah.
that's one thing that, as far as for my defense, we're gonna have to maintain him and keep him inside of that pocket. And that we're gonna have to. And if we can keep him inside that pocket and not let Xavier Worthy, which he's very, very fast, like you said, these are two of your wide receivers are speed demons. Probably two of the fastest wide receivers that we're going to play this year. But it's just gonna it's gonna have to depend on our defense coming in clutch and keeping Patrick Mahomes off that field.
Well said.
I gotcha. Now we're gonna move to the next portion of the show. We're gonna break down the injury report. I got it up in front of me now. Keep in mind we're recording this for the audience at noon Central, 1:00 Eastern on Friday. So a lot
October
with it
3rd.
being a Monday night game. Designations have not been put out yet, but at least we do have an available injury report. I am going to go down with Jacksonville first, so that way you guys can kind of say, hey, this has been, I can tell you their status, if they practiced yesterday, or if this is nothing to worry about here, just so that way we can kind of go down. I at least like to know your guys' thoughts on it. Looks to be the first one looks to be Yasser Abdullah. Your linebacker, it looks to be he had a hamstring injury and he did not practice. Did he go out last week, or is it been a lingering issue? What's been going on with that?
I think we had a couple of different injuries towards going into last week. I think a couple of people got injured, and when I was checking this week at the injury report, it's like a handful of people that was injured.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so because like the next one moving forward, I got Trayvon Walker with a wrist. He didn't practice. Your limited participants in practice, Practice is looks to be Dommy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to be he was having a shoulder issue. I'm seeing looks to be you have Ezra Cleveland. He's under concussion protocol.
Yep.
Concussion. I think it was a hamstring or something. Not a hamstring, but I know I seen definitely concussion and something else.
It
Mm-hmm.
was actually concussion and an ankle injury.
Ankle, yeah, that's what it was.
You got a knee injury listed for, oh gosh, Chuma Edja, or no, wow, I cannot spell today. I'm sorry. Edoga.
Yeah, Dogo.
Yeah, doggo.
I don't want to butcher his first name anymore.
It's okay. It's hard. Some of these players got some weird names.
Yeah, we got Foy Fale Aluakana. We got some weird ones out there.
Yeah,
Hey,
we call them okay.
we got a few of those. I got Felix Udike Uzama. So and
Right.
it took
Say
me
that
a
3 times.
minute to figure. And then also we have Felix Asua Mataia. So I get you, man. Yeah. Try that 10 times. That one took me a minute.
So I just say Kingsley. I don't even practice. There's no. I don't even know if he's gonna be in the team long enough to try to sound out the syllables. You know?
The next one I'm seeing here, Anton Harrison, offensive tackle. Looks to be he's got an elbow going.
Looks people on the offensive lineman.
Yeah, he was listed as a limited participant. And then let's see here. Let's see, I did Anton Harrison. Looks to be Patrick
Macari.
That'd be
That's my rookie.
Okay, okay. He's got a knee going, so he's a limited participant. I'm pretty sure he should be fine. Those types of injuries this time of year is just first initial wounds. Looks to be I got Wyatt Millam. Offensive man, okay. Since that's the third offensive tackle in a row, you guys having an offensive line issue?
No, Wyatt Milam and Ezra Cleveland. Wyatt Milam has played all season. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on that, but Ezra Cleveland, that's my center, I believe. Right, Keep Me? That's my center, right?
No, I think that's
Is that a guard?
Guard, yeah.
Yeah, they have them all listed 3 as tackles, but you know how websites.
Well, yeah.
So, looks to be after that. You got Eric Murray, your safety.
Yep.
Yeah. Was that? Oh no, I saw that play.
That was on a hit in the Texas game.
Yeah, I'm betting he's probably going to be out for a minute. Now he was listed as a limited participant in practice. So I'll be if he can go, man. Hey, that's a great recovery because that hit did not look good.
No. Yeah, all the way he fell back, I thought it was man, it looked bad.
Yes, and then looks to be Bashal Tootin.
Yeah, that's our running back.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah, it's Basil. You know, I have yet to hear him say his first name, so I'm gonna call him Tootin. So I hear him say his first name.
Yeah, we just call him Tootin.
Until I hear him say what his name is, I'm calling him Tootin.
Just call him Tootin. Okay. So we got Mr. Rootin' Tootin' running back on the injury report. He's got a shoulder situation going. He was also a limited participant in practice, but honestly, I get it. It was listed as the first practice of the week. My guess is probably 4 or 5 o'clock. The rest of these will be limited or updated up. So anything on the injury report, I guess, for the Jacksonville Jaguars that honestly is something that you either weren't aware of or something to keep an eye on?
To keep an eye on would be my injury to my right tackle, Anton Harrison. He got that in the 49ers game with an elbow injury. He ended up coming back. They put a brace on it and then the sleeve over the elbow. But then him and the backup right tackle kept rotating in and out because the injury kept aggravating Anton. But hopefully by Monday, he's raring to go. But I say the biggest addition, I can't say this enough, is Trayvon Walker. 12 plays in and injured his wrist, went to a specialist in Malibu on Monday, had minor surgery on Tuesday. I personally would not rush him back just because it's a Monday night game. I can see if it was like week 12, week 13, it was like a gotta have it game. But by being so early in the season, I don't want to rush him. I don't want to put a club on his arm and hinder him from being a premier pass rusher. So it's just sit him down and let Josh Hines Allen and company just do what they can do. And I'd rather have full ready for the stretch and not just to beat Patrick Mahomes and company.
Right.
No, because I mean,
Some
yeah.
teams do that. Some teams literally that's what they do.
Like
They
the 49ers tried to do that against Jacksonville when they tried to rush back Brock Purdy just to play a
Yup.
game.
Yeah.
Yup.
And they ran into that. I mean, because that's the thing though, is especially with the Chiefs and for instance, the Eagles, you're getting these teams that are coming in to play these teams, and they want to play their Super Bowls against you. When I'm going to say this right now, you guys are kind of looking uphill as far as the division is concerned, considering what Indianapolis is doing, and you need that man fresh and ready, especially when it gets cold.
Right. We don't play the Colts till week 10, which is late in the season. So the standings with the win-loss record by then would be very important for the AFC South.
And I'm telling you right now, as far as the way things are going, my prediction for the division title is still there. Having said that, you guys have now jumped up a peg, and that's where my prediction went wrong. And I'll say that I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. I would add you to the list, but it's all good, bro.
All right.
So
So,
I'll tell you,
JB, let's go ahead
a
and
lot
quickly
more
break.
people probably did that than less,
Yeah. No, I will say this, and we can kind of all nod our heads together and just say we did not expect what's happening in Houston to happen. Cough, cough. So, but JB, let's go ahead and break down our side of the injury report. Looks like we got some ankle injuries, and we have, let's see here. First one, we have Christian Fulton. He was limited in practice. Marquise Hollywood Brown, another ankle. I swear, if this man could, I might as well put $1 in every time I see him on the injury report. Next one,
buy a right tackle.
Do what?
So you might be able to buy a right tackle with those dollars.
Jesus, I know, right? He was a full participant in practice, so it's something he's just working through. We have a full participant with a quad injury out of Mike Dana. So then, Mahomes is still on the injury report with his. It looks to be he's got a groin injury.
Oh God.
He was a full participant. It's all good. So. Looks to be next. We have Charles Omenihu, full participant in practice, had an ankle injury. Next, we have Juju Smith-Schuster listed with a knee injury, full participant. So, next full participant, we have Jawan Taylor, regrettably so, with a knee injury. And a full participant in practice. I just, you know what? We're just going to keep on moving. It's not going to phase me this week.
I think he'll be. I mean, I hope he'll be all right. I mean, isn't this like a get back game kind of?
Yeah,
Jacksonville?
for him, yeah, it needs to be, because honestly, one thing I forgot to add to our side earlier with our offense was last week we didn't see a single flag called against Juwan Taylor, so let's keep that streak going.
Yes, please.
So it looks to be he was a full participant in practice, but Anthony Winchester does have a hamstring injury. And Xavier Worthy looks to be still listed with the shoulder, but he was full participant. I think that's honestly just for oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of as a precaution, just because they want to see how the shoulder does. I'm pretty sure he's probably going through some pretty extensive examinations for that. But other than that, that concludes our side of the injury report. Now goes to my favorite part of the show every week. One thing we're going to do, we have to say something nice about our opponent this week. And I'm going to start by saying, as far as this Jacksonville Jaguars team as a whole, from roster spots 1 to 53, I have underestimated. And I got to say, the football they've been playing, regardless of the schedule that you have, regardless of the opponent that you have, they've been playing consistent football. And that's all you can ask for out of a team. So when it comes to a matchup like this on Monday night, when the lights are bright, The best is going to come out of both teams. So, JB, you're up.
Oh, that was so
Man.
sweet of you, Chief. I appreciate that.
So, I mean, dude, really, Jacksonville's running game, I would try to give some flowers to Trevor Lawrence, but with him just being basically almost 50% on touchdown and interception ratio right now, I just can't applaud that. But like, their running game, their yards, their offense is if Trevor could really learn to protect the ball, I think a little bit more, and like you said, Mr. White, with them catching the ball, I think that they could really become a big threat with their defense. With that being said, the nice thing to say about them, like wholeheartedly, is, I mean, dude, their defense is relevant. I mean, I know it's we're starting to, the beginning of the season excuses are starting to fade away. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, I get it. It's just the beginning of the season, But bro, this is going into week 5. You guys are ranked number 1 on in areas on defense that are very impactful. You guys are also up there in top 10 and top 15 and on your offensive side as well. So, as an overall unit, I mean, the coaches, I personally, from what's been there before, I personally can't see any reason why you guys couldn't do anything. Coaching, I probably just all around, I got to give the coach an applaud for real.
Yeah. And congratulations to Shad Khan for finally getting rid of Trent Baalke. I'll just say that from afar.
Amen. Say it one more time for the people in the back.
For real.
Oh man, I gotta tell you, looking at that from afar, watching what happened to y'all, it just kind of hurt just because I saw what he did in San Francisco. So that's just my opinion. Now, Mr. White, time for you to say something nice about your opponent this week, sir.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. Kansas City, you know how everybody got that little brother who looks up to the big brother, who wants to dress like him, look like him, date the girl that they dating. That's how we are right now. Kansas City is the big brother of the AFC, or rather, how you want to slice it, however you want to put it. We all want to be Patrick Mahomes and company. We all want to have an Andy Reid. We all, if I'm not mistaken, Kansas City has played nothing less than the AFC Championship in the last 7 seasons.
Yes, sir.
Unheard of. Jacksonville, we have wet dreams about being in the AFC Championship consistently. You feel me? So for a team that no matter how y'all want to do, I heard Tyreek Hill went to Miami. Kansas City is never going to be the same again. The very next year back in the Super Bowl. So like, no matter how you try to put the hate on Kansas City, Missouri, at the end of the day they can be 0-7. There's no way in hell you're gonna say they have no shot of turning it around. As long as you got a Patrick, even my daughter knows Kansas City is the team to beat.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Now, keep me. You're up, buddy.
Hey man, listen, to be honest about these Chiefs, man, they're just phenomenal coaching. Like he said, like just even piggyback off of what Mr. White said. Andy Reid and his schemes and just playing and having a quarterback at Patrick Mahomes, being shy of nothing less than the AFC Championship. It's nothing less to. You can't really hate on it. It's impossible to hate. It's greatness. We're watching greatness. It's a dynasty right now, and they can be 0-7, 0-3, 0-2 to start the season, and they're turning it around this year. Did I expect it? No, but. It's phenomenal. They're doing what that needs to be done, and they have the team to be right back in the Super Bowl again. Even though I don't really want to say that, but they have the ability to be right back there again.
I got you.
And they're phenomenal. Defensive side. I think I seen something earlier to even shine a light on this. They haven't had a running back to have over 300 yards on them, and they've played some of the greatest running backs. Derrick Henry, Saquon.
Yep, 30 games.
2. Yeah,
30 games. They have not allowed a 100-yard rusher, including playoffs.
Yeah, and I mean, it's between Saquon in the Super Bowl and Saquon this year, he got 84 all-purpose yards. Derrick Henry, 4 carries, 48 yards.
That's a stifling defense, man.
Yeah.
That's why I say, man, it's really evenly matched because you guys are really good at that run game, on the ground game over there. We're really good at stopping that run.
Yeah,
You know,
30
you guys have kind
games
of been
is
feeding. That's insane.
and,
That's
I, and
insane.
that's one thing that's one thing I believe that keeps you guys in the game is so close, and
Yeah.
that is phenomenal because being able to stop a run game for an offense, it tends to kind of make the quarterback make decisions and make mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I completely agree. Now we can get to our score predictions this week. Let's go. Let's start with Keatney.
You already know I'm gonna say Jaguars. Enough of love for the Chiefs. I like them. I like them a little bit, but I don't like them that much. I like them like a stepsister.
Well, you gotta keep it real now. You still gotta walk around and do all counting now. You still gotta walk around and do all counting now. So keep it real now.
Hey, I'm
This
gonna
is
give it
going on the internet.
26 to 21.
Okay.
Similar game as far as the 49ers game.
I got you. JB, how about your score prediction, brother?
Oh man. I see it being like a 21 to a 20, dude, like a 27-point game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Kansas City.
Yeah. Mr. White, what's your score prediction for this game, sir?
I got Jacksonville pulling it out in a tough game. I got it Jacksonville 28, Kansas City 20.
So you guys are gonna think I'm a little crazy about this, but I've been watching the weather and there's a hurricane headed right for this game.
Really?
So
See, I didn't even been looking on that weather either. I didn't even.
Wow. Yeah, it's one coming this way.
Yeah, it's moving that way. The NFL's even gone out as just in case, God forbid, if they have to, alternative sites if need be. But they said it shouldn't be a problem, but they have something on the books. I'm actually gonna go.
We can give you guys can have a home game here. Okay.
I
mean, what's the difference?
Nah.
Yeah.
What's the difference of us going to? What's the difference of us going to London? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, we don't want to come to Arrowhead.
No, we ain't trying to. Y'all, man, look, Monday night when we gonna be so many red shirts in those stands.
Yeah.
Monday night, y'all don't think it's a home game.
Probably. I know a few people that are down in the area who are going to the game, weather permitting, of course.
Yeah, I got a lot of teammates out there too.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go 15-10 Chiefs.
I like that.
I do too.
Very defensive game, huh?
Yeah,
I almost went a defensive way.
I think the weather's going to play a little bit more of a factor in this game, and it's going to come down. I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. I don't think crunch time, but I think it's going to come down to something in the fourth quarter, and it's going to be 15-10, and we'll kind of keep it at that. So, God willing, Butker doesn't miss a kick this week. I think we should be okay. So,
but I think it is gonna rain. I did see it, but I haven't checked the weather as far as I did see a little bit of rain for the next couple of days. But normally for Jacksonville, the way our weather, well, in Florida, the way our weather work, it can rain practically on and off. So it can be an on and off kind of day.
Yeah, in Jacksonville, it can rain until 7:59, and then the sun come out. You never thought it rained for the last hour. That's how it is down here.
I spent enough time in Florida. I know it rains every day at 3:04, so it's all good. So, but all right, gentlemen. I think we got everything we needed to cover. Do you guys have any last words? Anything you want to say as far as this game is concerned?
I got one last thing to say. Kids, can I get your loudest Duval on 3, please? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Go Jags, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
That was
this ain't too much. This ain't too much about a pod. This ain't too much about anything. But I do appreciate y'all for allowing me and Mr. White, or even me and myself, to be on this No Movement podcast. And I hope the best for y'all. And go all the way to the top, man. I need to see
Yeah,
y'all. I need
man.
to see y'all on
Great
TV.
podcast, bro. W podcast, man. I appreciate it, Chief. You know, me and Chief, we butt heads every now and then, but man, I appreciate it, bro. It's all love, man. It's all
Oh
love,
yeah,
man.
no, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
honestly, I wouldn't even entertain it if it wasn't worth my time. But it's so much fun chopping it up with you and just getting chippy from time to time, man. Like,
yes, sir.
hey, like I said, I work from home, so I might as well have some fun while I'm at it.
I
But
feel that, my guy.
yeah, but no, hey, gentlemen, we seriously do appreciate you guys
Yes.
coming on. Honestly, we wanted some Jags fans who know their team very well and can honestly break this down the right way. Thank you again. We do appreciate it.
Maybe even we might even be able to do a little recap.
Yeah.
With the Jags and Chiefs, either way, however it goes. I know some people tend to run away.
Oh no, I said
But no.
listen,
I'm not saying you guys. I'm not saying you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not meaning even Jags fans. I'm just meaning, just even other fans that we've also, done content with and, or even tried to, and it's like, I don't know. Like, we host the games on TikTok and stuff. And it is really surprising who will not stay to watch the game, right?
Yeah.
I had to sit there. I didn't have to. I sat there and I watched the Super Bowl. I was on like a whole week, like nonstop. All the Super Bowl. I heard it all. I took it all. So like it's really nothing for me, like I don't, some of the chippiness, during the game, but it's all fun, bro. It really is,
It's sports. It's the thing we love watching. It's our escape from, our lives for 3 hours at a time. So, having said that, Mr. White, Keep Me, thank you so much again. We sincerely do appreciate you guys coming on. If we see you guys in January, we'll definitely have you guys back on.
Yes, sir, man. Go Jags, man.
Go Jags.
Absolutely.
JB,
you guys. Yep.
It's good to see you, brother.
As
I
always.
hope you have yourself a good one. This is the Not Move podcast. Also, before we let you go, NFLshop.com, promo code not.
It's on like no, promo shop. Okay.
Oh.
NFLshop.com. It's a QR code right now up there. You go on, take a picture of that QR code, takes to the NFL shop, get all your guys' pro gear there.
See, one of them's got a promo code, the other's got a QR code.
mybookie.ag. Big plays, big bets, win big. Enter promo code not moved at mybookie.ag. QR code up on the top left hand corner.
See, I'm still working out the advertisements.
Yeah. See, I got a couple ideas. I'm gonna have you do some things and we're gonna get them to go.
I got you.
Yeah, guys, I really do appreciate it, man.
Yeah, this was by far outside of having our fellow podcast mates with Tinez and Bag on last week, bringing in guys who we chop it up with on the daily. It's nice to have some new blood in the rooms and being able to talk football in a calm manner and with everybody yelling the way they do sometimes. So having said that, gentlemen, I'm Chief 316 for Keep Me, for Mr. White, for JB. We're signing off. Have a good day on purpose and always stay not moved.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.